Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is going to be another Infinity Kingdoms video, third in the series, and today we're going to talk about how you improve your power, how you improve the power of your march, your troop power, by leveling up technologies and buildings. And it's actually an essential part of the game. Last video I kind of went through how we increase our immortal power by doing various different things. You can just want to see some of these freaking awesome immortals I've got going on here. Leonidas, one of my highest power dudes. I got the old Harold III coming in on his boat. We've got ourselves Zenobia just dancing away in. We've got some cool stuff going on. But as you level and with time, you can actually start to boost your strength. And when you're talking about troops and kind of your march power, immortals can't do it by themselves, okay? We need to be powering up the overall march. Yeah, I'm at 19,700. Pretty much bang on the same for my top two groups at the moment. Let me show you how we can start to improve that march power. And by the way, before I get onto that, I just want to say that I've opened up this new game mode, the Mysterium. Actually really fun. Basically, you're kind of taking your chance against either picking up rewards through chests and stuff or going against enemies. And some of these enemy dudes can start to get really hard, really strong. But when you take one down, you get yourself some nice rewards. Yeah, so you can throw in whichever immortals you want. And as they lose health, they actually lose health forever. This is like a proper, almost like tag team fight. Yeah, so you do your challenge, you take him down or you don't. And basically, I won't make you watch the whole fight, but your troop go in. As you take people down, you start to lose health. You start to lose, see, she's basically in the dirt. Yeah, so I can just sub out next time round for someone else. It's pretty cool. As you defeat somebody, you also get these different bonuses. So you start to either ramp up damage. Pretty much I'm going by colors a lot of the time here. Deployed Immortals Energy Regen plus 10%. Take it. And you can keep these lost souls as you go through. It's a really cool game mode which they've added in. Okay then, let's pick out some of these buildings which actually make a difference. One of the ones you don't want to neglect is your training ground. It's a very basic thing, but basically tells you how many maximum troops you can have. Yeah, so as you level it up, pretty simple, you gain extra capacity for troops. Therefore, your immortals can actually hold their full complement of troops. Yeah, you've got other ones like the castle. So we're actually going to level this castle up with gems right now, just to show you. I go from level 19 to level 20. Level 20 is quite a big landmark for the castle, but this is one of the big ones. Basically, your immortal troop number goes up. You get an extra 100 troops per level, and recovery speed improves as well. Any building improves your overall power. Yeah, how scary you look to the outside world. But this troop number is a really big one. So as we do that, bang, I hit level 20 castle, which is big. And she's going to talk me through a whole bunch of new stuff. Within the castle, you've also got these bonuses. So your immortals basically start to get added. I think this was from level 18, maybe 17. You start to add your immortals in different slots. And basically, they improve things like, well, you see here, production. This dude's giving me an extra 5.6% production. I go in, I grab the immortal for the next one. All I'm looking for is the biggest number. Yeah. Plus 5% initial assigning effect. And then you get an aptitude effect as well, depending on your dude. So we've got a 5.3 here on this guy. Harold was my best at 5.6 originally. She's already being used. And then generally the next level down start with the 3%. So got 5.3s, throw them in, and you see here suddenly I'm up to 10% extra production speed on all of my resources. Military, I opened the next one at level 21, but I've got Leonidas in there giving me 5.3% extra speed on training. And then in my technology in the bottom left, we've got ourselves Zenobia giving us extra speed to upgrade technologies as well. So don't forget about these. Is actually just an absolute, awesome kind of little feature in the game, actually. So the castle giving you more troops. As you level your castle, you want to be leveling your Tower of Knowledge as well. How my gems looking? I think we'd go for it. Again, hitting level 20 is quite big for me because I can train or learn new abilities, new skills. So you see here, as you level up the Tower of Knowledge, you learn new abilities, and as you level up your immortals, we spoke about it last time, basically you can start to equip these on your immortals. Also, you see here, I'm just going to learn them for now, and let's go and equip this think I got a space, not on Harold, no. Where have I got a spot here? Top, this dude. Let me just check his abilities, make sure I'm not doing something dumb. Creates a shield, absorption. Pretty much, you can see their faces if they're recommended. So this is recommended for this dude. Yeah, you can pick one which is actually recommended for your guy. I could change that onto him. And also, once you've got them, you can upgrade them again using the same crystals here. So as you upgrade them, it just gives you a better recovery rate or a better attack rate, whatever it is. But it's good to just kind of pump some of those. It gets way more expensive the further you go into it. So I guess depends if you're going to pump any money into the game or not. But it can get quite pricey in these crystals as you go. The more summoning you do, the more of those crystals you get, because you can just get the crystals back from the alchemy lab down here. So Tower of Knowledge and the castle both absolutely like paramount to growing your strength. You've also got things like the academy where you are researching different abilities. So right now I'm researching the arrow, but you see here we've got 4 different areas unlocked. Production, as you'd expect, it's all about your resources building up. I pumped quite a lot into my troops. So speed, basically level of damage, power for my different troops. Yeah, and then you go to the kind of like the secondary set. And again, it's like their defense. You've got their attack, their defense. And then as you go even further, I can't do it yet myself, a fierce attack that makes the enemy unavoidable. So they all get their kind of like little specials within your troop sets. And then you get even further again. Just this kind of upgrades each time. There's a ton of stuff to learn. It's actually a really cool feature. Again, like it's long lasting. It's not just going to be done in the first 5 minutes. The Immortals have also got their own power. So you've got here combat experience goes up. Really, I should have just maxed this one out, because this is how they grow. This is how they grow and unlevel faster. But I'm keen to get into their damage. So yeah, again, their troops or their immortal abilities just gain power from doing these other bits. And again, you kind of move along and you start to get different features, different power-ups, all based on their type. So whether they are like foot soldier dude. So if we remember, the power-up is all based on their type. So you see here, we've got shieldman. Either they're basically going to be a shieldman, a spearman, a cavalry, or a bowman. And you can decide where you throw that power to help the right type of immortals that you're working on. Another area that it's worth kind of just touching on, I guess. Maybe I'll try and just upgrade this. I'm burning a lot of my gems here. But let's just show you what we're doing. So as you level your different troop, this is quite basic, but as you level your different kind of troop types, you start to unlock, like this one, elite cavalry now. So it's basically at different intervals, you can unlock different types of troops. So it was a base level light cavalry, heavy cavalry, now at elite. And basically, again, it just gives you stronger troops as you go. So it's well worth keeping all of your kind of troop buildings up to speed with your castle. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you actually follow down here in the bottom right, it kind of just gives you, this is what you should be building next. I have been missing out on some of this some of the time because I wanted to get my castle up to 20. But you pretty much like, oh, okay, lumber mill's next. And then, bam, get that one upgrading. Do that, get the alliance helping you out. And then, again, you kind of carry on with it. So it does give you a good direction if you just follow the kind of help down the bottom right. Okay, then, let's talk about dragons. Dragons, you can't level up the dragon cave. It is what it is. But obviously, you want to make sure that you've always got one of your dragons scaling up. Yeah, so you can upgrade them. It costs you gold to do it. And yeah, the further you get, the longer it takes. And you can just see that you get more power for every time you upgrade. There was also something which I hadn't really been doing, but I'm now getting on board with it. You can domesticate. So basically, it starts to improve the rate that you do your abilities. If you could get yourself some of these stones, you get these stones from killing the mobs out in the wider world, but like the big mobs. I've just been killing gnomes and stuff pretty much, but if you're looking for enemies and you go into this second tab down, let's just move me out of the way a second. The second tab down here, Death Stinger, Giant Breaker, Lava Lurker, Metallic Fortress. Basically, they've got a chance to drop power-ups for your dragons. So don't neglect killing some of these dudes. The early level ones are really easy to do. It shows you what you're going to get from the chests before you open them. I'll just show you what the dragon kind of part looks like. So you get yourself into the trove here. And you see here, I'm unlocking one right now. Can I... so if I click on it before I start to putrefy, then basically it will tell me the minimum that I will get in terms of the type of stones. And you can find these keys and stuff, just open them straight out. But you can keep 3 there at any time. Different levels, just basically give you better drops. Simple as that. So yeah, dragons, you don't want to neglect upgrading your dragons. They're a big part of your damage, a big part of your force. Again, try and make sure that you're working on the ones which are part of your main troop count. You can see here, basically get bigger and better abilities unlocked as you level. So I've got another ability that I will unlock at level 15. But for level 15, you do have to have a bunch of those stones, which is why you would want to be getting yourself some of these stones. I actually didn't realize I could see them at their full level down here. That's pretty sweet. Level 50 dragon, look at that. Damn. So the last area I'm going to call out then is actually you, the Lord. And you get to do some stuff as well in your talent trees. My main one here, I'd kind of just been throwing in whatever I felt like, honestly. I hadn't really been kind of really considering what I wanted to do. But I'm going to go for a new one and just kind of walk you through different ways that you can empower damage. Now, there are cool stuff that you should think about as well. So it basically bridges into 2 areas, development or military. And honestly, whenever I play this type of game or a game like this, I would normally try and get my build speed up as fast as I can. Because that kind of is, for me, that's the main thing. Get your buildings moving as quickly as possible. And then you get yourself some nice, helpful things on the left-hand side here. Things like production speed as well. So all of the resources coming in, all of the speed of you doing stuff is really important. But if you just wanted to boost your troop power, and what's quite cool here is I can just flick between the 2. I can decide what I want to be on, I think. So I've unlocked this second talent page. So I can just go here and be like, right, my immortals crit for more. They do more damage. And then it unlocks my second string. I had this unlocked on my other one anyway, but increases the physical attack of your immortals, increases magical attack, increases physical defense and magical defense. So again, just think to yourself, what are your main immortal types for your main march? And then just kind of tie into the one that you want. So I've actually got a really strong defensive earth team, so I'm going to go with this. And you then go down another level, reduces HP of the march or increases their speed. For me, I prefer the speed so that I can rotate through the attacks more quickly. And then you get into some of the kind of extra abilities here. So first strike before battle deals damage equal to 5% of your max HP to a random enemy immortal in the back row. Pretty cool. Reduces damage taken by allied units by 10%. That's actually huge as well. So these are always decent, these kind of mid-level ones. During a siege, increases damage dealt to city garrisons by 5%. I'm not really in siege land yet. I've not got to that stage. I'm almost a bit scared of it. So I'm going to go with reducing the damage that I take. And again, you just work your way down. You can read through it yourself. But this is another cool way of just kind of boosting the damage and potential of your immortal armies. Save that. I love the old school save button. So there you go, guys. Look, Infinity and Kingdom, it is ramping up. There is a lot going on, but it's actually a really clever game with a lot of cool mechanics in it. I'm really enjoying it so far. If you want to come and join the Alliance, we've still got a few spots. HH Raiders, we are on. Let me find you the world, because people are asking about this. I'm on Norheim 0057. And I'm in Kingdom Vitas. You've got to find me. But yeah, come and join the Alliance, HH Raiders. And yeah, let's keep this going. I've been Hell Hades. I will see you later.